He was back and looking like shit in 4K. Hold on. There, that's corpsey. About 80% sure I have a sinus infection again. All right, let's just get to it here. So this is gonna be my, let's just hound here. Blurple, Royal Blurple. I've been practicing for you guys. Like that little brass insert right there is nice. The sample of Blackwatch from Seaforth that I was sent by SAC. And I'll get to the razor in a minute. I'm gonna go do this and I'll be back. I'm gonna lead with this time because I put it in at the end last time. I'm going to the Maggards meetup in June. I think it's June 6th. I'll correct it here if I didn't. And you should come if you can. It'll be fun. Be back once I got this lathered up. All right. So it's getting there, if nothing else. I'm gonna let this run a little bit. It's real hot. I'm gonna get some cold water. So Blackwatch. So glad Fi has finally picked it up. I think Jim S was kind enough to send him a sample of it. Talk about Jim S more maybe today, definitely in the near future. Some big things went down with Jim S. He's fine, don't worry, as far as I know. But because I've been pounding Fayez, I'm pounding him to get Blackwatch. And I was like, dude, look at those notes. They're right on the lid. Can't remember what they are right now. I know plum's in there and tobacco and a few other things, but definitely a darker, masculine scent profile. So I was like, dude, you gotta get this. So finally we got a sample, and the bonus was, in addition to loving the scent, I believe in a previous conversation amongst the groomsmen, he said it was his favorite scent of 2023 so far. Could have come in and kicked everyone out in 2022, but no, had to not listen to me. And he loves the bass too, so that was a bonus in addition to the scent, because you can love a scent, but if the bass isn't good, then you just get a splash at that point, right? There's a few Lucy's in here still, in the Venturian knot. These are the ones that the guys swear by to break this in. I lathered up some natural shampoo with it and let it soak for a bit. And it wasn't really a stink, so that's not why. I just like to kind of prepare the bristles. And then yesterday morning, I did kind of a palm lather with some sandalwood omnibus from Barrister and Man to get everything all stirred up. And it looks like, as you can see, we're in business, folks. So beautiful brush, great weight, love it. Biggest drawn side so far, and I'm finding with all my brushes, including my new razor stand, is you gotta put it in around the knot area as opposed to putting it in the handle, which I've been doing the handle pretty much my entire shaving career. Career? Is it a career? Believe it or not, we're not making anything out of this, and we don't plan to, so it's not a career for me. But all right, I think we're good here with the lather. Lots of Lucy's in there. But baby got bush. All right, so I've had this razor for months. I actually got it when I bought two on the sides from the Rooster's Nest Barbershop. It's pomade. You should probably don't watch it. But I told them I was doing the review, and they sent me some extra stuff. And one of the things they sent was this. And don't laugh. I'm trying so hard not to laugh right now. This thing, so over the top. This is the Holy Blacks, there you go, SR71 Slant razor. So it's the heaviest slant razor specifically on the market. But I've got a, what did I put in there? I put a Persona in there. Whatever, let's go. So it's kind of a chode, let's be honest. I mean, I just said that, yeah. I mean, it's short and fat. So if you like them short and fat, Here you go. And a little slanted. There you go. Can't let Zach have all the fun. Oh, you know what? That is not bad. I thought it's just so, and don't look at the slurry, but look how thick the parts are. It's so thick. I just thought it was hilarious. But it's actually pretty gentle. I do plan to send this around to the other groomsmen because it is so rare that I come across a razor that all of them have used. And don't worry, this isn't frag burn. I just accidentally took a really hot shower because I don't feel well. So that's what happens to me. But I'm enjoying this so far. Honestly, it'll be the against the grain to worry about. Yeah. Who knew? Great slickness on this soap so far too. I have enough, I think, to do another shave with it another time, and when I feel like playing with the base more, I will. I actually just ordered from the razor company today because I wanted Red Letter Day from Barrister and Man to celebrate their 15th anniversary, I think. Is it 15th? I think it is. It was the fan voted scent notes, and they all sound like supporting notes, so it's either gonna be really good or really boring, but I don't think it's gonna be bad, so I'm looking for that. And I got a sample of Florida France, the French barbershop scent that Seaforth did. So now this is obnoxiously big up here. Like if you think about like the 6S or something, but just look how thick that base plate is. That is insane. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get up under the nose. My hair goes right up under, like almost into my nose. Doesn't go into my nose, don't worry, not yet. Probably got another decade or two before I have to worry about that, but and it's just so heavy. It really is heavy. I will weigh it in post and interject about here to see how much it weighs. But man, oh man. So really, I mean, it does all the work though. That's the nice thing. And it's so gnarly down here, unlike something like maybe like one of the heaviest DEs I had personally used was the Winning razor, which I don't think you can currently get. I think they're redoing it and going to bring it back out. And it was just so long and heavy. It was like kind of unwieldy to do. So like this little guy, this little, you know, what I called it earlier, you know, getting good grip on it. And if you couldn't tell already, it is a night shave, so the filter is gone. I'm blown away by how much I'm actually enjoying this shave right now. Now, granted, again, it's the with the grain pass, so to speak, but nonetheless, pretty smooth. And she has to be with how heavy she is, because if this were messed up at all, like, man oh man, you're doing a number. Let's get this lather back on and we're doing against the grain. I'm more of a fan guy. I'm a painter. I'm an artiste. I'm a lather artiste. So I'm more of a fan guy, I'm finding. So I do have mostly fans. I have a bulb brush from AKA that you haven't seen yet that's been lent to my dad. It's kind of on the scritchier side than not, and it was supposed to be. Man, this thing's shedding. Hope that's normal. some genius tell me in the comments about what everything I don't know about Badger brushes. Please go right ahead. I know you will anyway, so please do. But make sure you timestamp right here. I'm more of a painter, and it works for me. My fans are easier to paint with, so I'm a fan guy. I'm a fan. As always, your mileage may vary. Anyways, Rob, super stupid fast shipping, man. I bought this the day it dropped, and I had it by like Friday. Or Saturday, I should say. And that was like Wednesday when it dropped because it was I had my birthday funds in. Oh, those funds went quick, or are going quick. I still have some, but I have some other stuff I want to do with them. I'm trying to hit like all my hobbies instead of just hitting one too hard. Still might need to bring some hair stuff into play. We'll see. Really happy with what I got hair stuff wise. I need to do a culling with this hair. Been going over it for a while. Oil bases will live forever for the most part, as long as you don't let anything gross in there. So all my OBs are pretty much safe, but I think I might get rid of a few of my water base that I'm not planning to use anytime soon, just so they don't spoil. Such a headache, or I'm getting such a headache. Took some ibuprofen right before filming. Oh look, there's a little badger whisker there. Little whisker from a whisker biscuit. Sorry. I am dumbfounded by how much I like this razor. I thought it was gonna be horrible. Because it looks ridiculous. Let's be honest, it looks ridiculous. Come on. I mean, we're ain't BBS, but... And I wasn't sure, with the amount of growth, I mean, I always mean to film sooner, but with all the illness just been going around, I was gonna film this morning when my wife was out of the house at a doctor's appointment, but my little one ended up having a low grade in the night, so then we're nice people and we don't send our kids to daycare when there's any chance they might be sick and contagious. So he stayed home, and she was gone for a while, and she come and had to have a meeting, and then I wanted to watch Michigan State finish their game in the tournament, and they've finally, once again, survived the first weekend. For only the second time since 2015, but the last time they went to the Final Four. I don't think this team has the juice to go to the Final Four. And I had to get my kid, and then I had to get his birthday decorations, which were all Pokemon. And stop at this pharmacy, and then go to this pharmacy when that first pharmacy didn't have what we needed. And then by the time you get home, or just when you don't feel like you're tired from running around, just trying to keep the kids from killing each other. It's dinner time, and neither kid wants to eat dinner at the same time. Am I describing your evening? Tell me if I'm describing your evening. So finally, both kids are asleep, and my wife's upstairs working, and I'm gonna watch some b-ball and work after this, so. I'm having like issues over here where I keep glancing at it, which is weird because it's my dominant side. Over here, fine. I feel like it just might be, you tell me, I don't know. We'll look in post here. But there might be something there, I don't know. But I have to tell you, this thing's ridiculously smooth. I always say whenever slants come up, my first slant, like many people, I made a mistake. If you're gonna go slant, go full slant. And if you know where I'm headed with this, the first slant I got was the Parker semi-slant. And that thing is unforgiving because it's just, it's not slanted enough, or it's too slanted, depending how you look at it, right? Pessimist or optimist. But, so that angle is hard to get, especially on these across and against the grains. And I would get bit all the time with that thing, and it just was not fun to use. So that turned me off of slants for a long time. So if you made the mistake of going with a Parker semi-slant, or I can't think of any other slants in the market right now that kind of go for that whole not full slant thing, you need to try an actual slant. Even if it's just a Mercure 37C, which is a beautiful razor, and it shaves just like its grandfather, which I have one right here, which is a vintage Mercure slant. So you can see this silver. It's held up. You can see right there. There we go. Yeah. This thing looks wicked because of how thick those plates are, but really it was very gentle. I was impressed by that, actually. I did not expect that. So, gave it a good shave. I don't know how many days growth I had again, and I wasn't chasing BVS, but I'm happy with it right now. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I'll be right back. Do kind of a special post, so stay tuned. Okay. First of all, it's only the second time I'm using this. Put on some Barberdo. You know, if you're like from further north, you'll be like, oh yeah, but he's a good Barberdo. Yeah. I can say that I married a Uber, so don't ope me. Yeah, use this real quick, and then we'll use this other thing I've been too scared to use. I can feel it down there, but gotta get that sorted, man. Especially before my next razor or two show up. So again, it's not great smell. The good news is it doesn't stick around long. It is rather strong though. Yeah. Woo. It's like unflavored mouthwash, or in this case unscented, I guess. But I'm gonna keep using it. So thanks again for that, Christian. I appreciate that, brother. Alright. Appreciate all my brothers. Thank you, guys. Just real quick, just wanted to show. Don't know what the coating is on here, but I don't think it is as good as like my Rockwell. If you look here where the post meets the plate, and to my knowledge, it had never been used. I got the box and everything, so I think it was just sitting around not being used. I hope it wasn't used. But just right there, you can see that's scraping off a bit. So just, you know, they're made in China, and just because something's made in China does not mean it isn't good quality. Because let's be honest, most things out there's something that's made in China. Everyone's got something. I'm looking at like 7 things over here I feel like they were made in China. Well, that one was made in Italy, and that one was made in the US. That's my Leatherman. But anyways, shockingly good. So gonna put that in the mail soon to go off. Probably, you know what? I'm going down by Scott next weekend, and I was gonna bring him some other razors that we're borrowing from someone, fan of the channel, good friend of the channel. But anyways, maybe I'll bring that to Scott too. All right, here's what we're gonna do. My wife can't really smell right now anyways, and ain't nothing happening because she's sick. So we're gonna use this Rooster's Nest Bourbon Bay rum. Apparently this is like some black market shit from Jamaica that they were able to like get into. Yeah, so, and I'm not a big bay rum guy, but let's get it. And this is supposed to be handmade bay rum, bourbon, and manliness. Batch number 002. So, aged in a bourbon Kentucky barrel, because they're out of Lexington. as I recall. So maybe I'll send this with the razor. Well, I don't have a grape scent to smell right now, but it obviously doesn't match Blackwatch. That's not why I'm using it. Just because I don't really care tonight. I don't need this to match, but I'm not getting blown away by the scent. I don't have COVID. At least I didn't a couple days ago when I took a COVID test. So, and I could smell Blackwatch a little bit earlier. No, I can't because of this or whatever. Gotta blow my nose like 17 more times. But yeah, okay, it didn't burn like a son of a bitch and doesn't stink like a son of a bitch, so that's good. Yeah, well, I'll add in this stuff I got added in post. We're gonna call that a shave as always. And we appreciate you stopping by. We'll catch you next time.